Hello, Pisces. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I knocked over my camera. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay. Hello, Pisces. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. I thought there was a website, but I'm not seeing it. It's a Hay House by Hay House. I think Hay House is a big distributor. Oh well, if you look up Hay House, I'm sure you'll find a bunch of stuff. But it's by Chris Ann. She's very popular. At least it seems like it to me. She's popular. I've seen some other readers use her. Supportive Oracle Cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. This one is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. It's right here at the bottom. This one does have a website. There you go. So if you want to find any more information about those artists, creators. Okay. There was a card that fell out while I was shuffling, and I'm just like, I'm really curious to see how this comes together. Is that going the right way? Yes. I feel like when I'm starting off with this situation, I'm not really sure that I like what I'm dealing with. I think, okay, hold on. The energy here is disruptive. It's been disruptive since I started shuffling, quite frankly. It makes me a little cranky, and I'm kind of like, what's my attitude? Like, what's the issue? I think it's the energy we're connecting to. Because somebody comes across like they're here to help. They're trying to come across that way, and they're kind of like, well, it's almost like, I feel like they're almost talking down to me. Kind of like, you know, you're not really good at chewing gum and walking at the same time, but maybe we can fix that. I almost feel like that's the energy coming at me, and I'm just kind of like, oh, like, it's not nice. But it's almost like they're really trying to, like, it's like they're belittling you and then trying to be helpful at the same time. Ugh. Now, how are you reacting to this? Because I feel like you're kind of... It's weird. I don't know how to take this person. Because I feel like I need to kind of keep moving, and I'm sort of inspired to do something about this. It's the Page of Inspiration, which is fire, I believe. And you're listening to this, and you're kind of like, you got two cards here. You got the Void, and you got Trust. You're like, I don't know if I can trust this or not. Does this person just have a poor way of talking? Or are they a jerk? And I'm not convinced either way. And I'm like, I hope they're not a jerk. I'm hoping it's just the way they're talking to me and that we can make this better. For some reason, I'm like really kind of like, oh, I hope they're not a jerk. But I'm starting to wonder, like, your first instinct is like, I don't like how this is coming across towards me. Again, because it feels like somebody's literally saying that to me, like, you're really not good at chewing gum and walking at the same time, so maybe we can fix that. Like, it's rude like that. But they come across like, I'll help you. I mean, yeah, you seem like a lost cause, but I think I might be able to do something for you. It kind of comes across like that. It's kind of like, it's kind of gross, but it's kind of like, well, this person doesn't know what I can really do anyway, so I don't like it. I'm a Pisces. Have I mentioned? I mentioned it in most of these videos. I'm a Pisces. Most of the Pisces videos, anyway. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And they're very, like, active, like, all right, Pisces, do this. All right. Like, it's almost like in the beginning you feel like, well, if I just do it their way, maybe they'll help me out down the road. Maybe. I'm not really... They got balance here with the Knight of... it's the Knight of Swords. Voices is air. Swords are air. So they're very communicative, and they're trying to say that they're going to help you fix things. But it just seems like it's backhanded compliments. It's quite rude. Okay, are they intentionally doing that? Yes. Okay, we're moving on. The Six of Wands. see, this is the next phase. They help you, but they're also the same energy, kind of like, see, told you, we could do this better. So they are helping you in the beginning. This is like, no, 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 no. This is abusive. I don't like this. This is how people control other people. You know what I mean? They beat you down, they build you up on their terms, and then they keep messing with you. And they make you try to feel like your success is dependent on them. I don't think you're going to fall for this. I really hope you're not. And I'm saying this as a Pisces because this is not, I don't like this. This is abusive. I don't like it. So hopefully, if this doesn't hit with you, cool, because who needs this person in your life? But for those of you it does, no, this is a setup. I don't like it. Because you know what you're good for, and you put in the work. That's the thing. You put in all the work. And quite frankly, I feel like you helped yourself more than this person helped you. I really think you're helping yourself more than this person is helping you. You might be motivated to prove something to them in the beginning, but when all is said and done, you're the one that's helping you. You're helping you. This person is not that helpful. They're manipulative. I'm all bent out of shape about it, right? You are the one doing this. You then become the Knight of Wands. That's the Knight of Fire. You got more, see, you start building on this. You're like, I'm doing well, I want to keep flying high. I'm doing really good and I'm going to keep doing it. See, you're inspired by your own success and you're like, I want to keep this success. This is when Pisces really starts to flourish, and I'm saying this as a Pisces. When we start getting into an energy where we're proud of ourselves and we're like, I'm not dependent on somebody else's approval. I'm proud of me for doing this. I like what I'm getting out of this, and I'm going to keep doing this because of what I'm getting, what I'm creating for me. Not what somebody else is like directing me to do or telling me to do or doing for me. That's not where we really thrive. I just don't think so. But when we like, whatever it is, we're thriving because we're enjoying it. We're getting something out of it. And you seem to be teaching yourself something too, by the way. So I'm getting there's something really advanced going here. And you're starting to see like, wait a minute. If you hadn't seen it before this, you're seeing it here. Like, wait a minute. Self-reflection is kind of like, you're realizing like this other person is acting like they're the reason for my success. They are not the reason for my success. They're not the one that got up early. They're not the one who put all this together. They're not the one who put the plan together. They're not the person that executed that plan. They're not the person who even planned it. They gave their 2 cents every now and then, but they didn't create something. I created this. I did. It's me making this happen. They may have had some good ideas, but they didn't make anything from it. I had to take those ideas and actually create something from them. So it is not them. They are not the reason for my success. And I feel like they're seeing it. They're starting to be eclipsed because I don't think you're mentioning this person when they're not due credit. If they're not due credit, you'd be like, well, they gave me this idea and then I took it here and I took it there and I made it happen there. And you're making sure you're putting that out there. When somebody asks you, how did you come about that? Well, we were brainstorming, me and so, we were batting this back and forth, and then I was like, well, if I want this to become a reality, this is where I'm going to have to go with it. And then I realized when I was doing that wasn't working. I had to change this, so I took it to the next level, and I kept looking after it, and I kept growing it, and I kept building it on my own. Yeah, they might have had a hand in the original brainstorming, but they were not the reason for the success. And you keep going. You got the 8 of Wands. You're on like, what do you call that? When you're just on a roll. Literally, that's what it is. You're on a roll. You just keep going. You're creating more and more success, and you just keep going. As you keep doing this, it becomes more and more apparent you don't need this other person. And them and their comments and whatever they think they're going to control you with, they're just outdated. They're obsolete. They can try to control you, and they probably will. But it seems just foolish. It's kind of like if you let them have their way, they diminish your return. They ruin half your success. Instead of getting like, $10 on the coin for every buck you put into it, you're getting $5 instead of 10 if you let them manipulate you. And you're realizing that, and you're like, I'm not going to put in this effort just to throw that away. I'm just going to kind of steer away from them and do what I need to do, because when I do it on my own, it turns out better. I don't need them. I don't want them. They're not as helpful as I thought they were. Ugh, I don't like this person. Whoever this person is over here, I don't like them. Like, I don't know what type of person they really are, but they feel toxic. And I know it's a general read, but they feel toxic to me. Like, they might not be a bad person, but they have toxic behaviors. You know what I mean? When people aren't really bad people, but maybe they grew up learning toxic behaviors and they treat people a bad way. Maybe that's how they were treated growing up. And hey, I understand that's not the greatest thing either, but that doesn't give people warrant to treat other people badly. Just because you grew up in some bad situation doesn't mean you get to push that off on other people. So they might not be a bad person, but they have toxic behavior. That's what I'm getting. Take it where you want to take it. Because I'm getting, sooner or later, you're going to get stuck in the point where you're like, I can't keep going with this person. I have to kind of move. I have to release myself from this. And you're not going to want to do it at first for some reason. Kind of like, how about we just keep going and I do my thing and they do their thing and we just stay away from each other? How about I just flourish on my own? They flourish doing what they have to do and we just leave each other alone. And I feel like that's how you first want this to handle. But when you start to succeed, you're going beyond them. And they don't like that. It seems to be like they seem to be embarrassed because you're going beyond them. It's kind of like if you're doing better than them, it makes them feel bad. Oh, is this one of those situations where I almost want to say this is one of those people kind of like, if as long as somebody's doing worse than them, they feel okay. Kind of like they don't have to win the Olympics as long as they have somebody else who did worse than I did. At least I may have ranked 10th, but look at this person over there that ranked 15th. Ha ha ha. Like, you still ranked 10th. It doesn't matter. But this might be that type of person where as long as somebody else around me did worse than me, at least I'm better than them. At least I'm better than them. They might be one of those people. Because I'm getting, with the Queen of Voices, which is the Queen of Swords, reversed, that can be a very harsh, negative energy. And I'm getting the Ace of Cups here, like they want to be able to do what you can do, and I don't think they can. I think they want to be able to do what you can do and they can't, and that's the problem. That's where they're getting really upset. This is somebody you're going to hope, I feel like you're just like, can't we just be cool? You be cool, I be cool, you just do your thing, I'll do my thing. But they have this thing where they have to prove that they're better than you. I really kind of feel that. That's disgusting. I think that's disgusting. But anyway, apparently I really don't like this person. I just can't get over it. But that is disgusting. Like, I don't like that. When somebody they just have to feel better than somebody else, I just think that's disgusting. That's my attitude on that one. So take it where you want to take it. I'm getting over here what this is going to lead to sooner or later, and they're just trying to wake you up to this. This person is going to have to leave your life because this person in your life drags your life down. That type of attitude where they just have to have somebody that they can be better than, and then they don't like you or give you a hard time because you're doing better than them. Like they literally get upset because you're doing better than them and you become their target. That's not healthy for you. I don't think it's healthy for pretty much anybody. But they're saying that you're going to have to let this energy go. Sooner or later, you're going to have to move on from this energy. I'm getting the path coming forward. It says patience. But look at it looks like going towards that moon in the distance. It's going on a path. You're going to have to take a minute to really decide what that's going to cost you, what you're going to have to change to make that happen. But I'm getting, you'll never be at peace with this person until you remove it. Like, they have to go. I think that's what they're trying to say with this. Like, they're going to have to go. The death card is here. You're not going to take that lightly. It's going to take you a minute to decide how and when and what you're going to do with that. You're going to have to assess how much this person really does add to your life. How are they really folding into your life? But I'm getting sooner or later they're going to have to be removed. You're going to have to move on from that energy. It may sound crazy, but in one form or another, you're going to have to shut them down. And kind of like you're going to have to, like, I almost feel like some of you are going to be like, well, that's a family member. I have family members I hardly ever talk to because of how they act. Doesn't mean, I mean, I'll send them a bowl of soup if they hit hard times, but I'm not going to sit there and hear the bullshit. I'm not going to do it. So that might be the thing. You might have to be like, well, maybe we're just not going to talk anymore. If they need something and they're in dire straits, I'll send somebody to help, but I'm not going to put up with being treated like that or being looked at like that. And once you do that, and once you shut that down, whatever way is respectful for you, the 10 of Cups comes in. 10 of Cups. Things will feel a lot better. This subject matter, whatever this subject is, and I know for some of you, I keep feeling like it could be family. Once you set up new boundaries and you're like, I'm just not going to let them be a part of my life. Again, if they hit hard times, I'll send them a bowl of soup, but that's it. I'm not hanging out. I'm not going to hear the bowl. I'm not going to be there for it. If that's who they got to be, they can be it with somebody else. your life will feel a lot better. I'm not saying you have to do anything mean or cruel. I'm just saying, you know, if people treat you badly, even if they're related to you, you don't have to sit there and take it. You can change that connection. You can be like, yeah, we're still related, but I'm not going to hang out with you. Even if it comes to like a holiday gathering, you can show up late and leave early, or just not show up at all, if that's what you need to do. I don't know, that seems really harsh, but the whole thing seems really harsh, but that's the message coming through. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4 astral@gmail.com. Also, I think I've added, like, people keep asking about like just leaving tips. They don't want a reading, they just want to leave a small tip. I've also put that information below now as well. So thank you very much, and you have a good day.